The Lord is, as this gospel shows it, tired. He is tired of not being believed. He performs miracles, preaches in a way that only God can preach. And yet, they don't believe in him. John's testimony was accepted by some, among them those first apostles. Later, that was forgotten. Jesus' miracles serve more to attract attention and to seek help than to convince them that someone who performed those miracles could only be a messenger of God, and that if such a messenger of God was saying that he was God, it was because he was telling the truth. Jesus did all he could. He became man. He taught divine words. He did things that only God could be done, like change the course of nature, and he ended up giving his life. And yet, even so, we don't believe in him, or they don't believe in him. That is why here Jesus shows himself tired. He has not been defeated, nor was he ever defeated. The cross was not his defeat, but his victory. When he was defeated, he conquered. He conquered because he resurrected from the dead. But he is tired. It is true that he refers to those. The question is whether we too are tired in Jesus. When can we tire Jesus? When the miracles he has done in our personal life are not enough to trust him. When we ask him for a miracle, only to ask for another, and for tomorrow ask for another. When the proofs that he takes care of us are interpreted as a coincidence, as a chance, or luck. What does God has to do for us to be able to believe in him and tell him, I trust you? We are like capricious, spoiled children who, when their mother puts them on the floor so they can get stronger and their legs can get stronger so they are able to walk on their own, the capricious and spoiled child starts crying because he only wants to be in his mother's arms. Even accused his mother if he could speak, but he couldn't insult her or hit her with his fists. Tells her that he does not love her, or he feels that his mother does not love him. That is why, in the good and in the bad, we are with God. In the light, they shine so many times, and they have shone so many times in our lives. We are with the Lord. In darkness, we are with the Lord. I think of the people who ask me for prayers, for whom I pray every day. People who are suffering from a cancer, for example, so many. People who are suffering in their families. Sometimes, not all, because some are extraordinary examples, but sometimes there are so many doubts, very human, very understandable. Jesus also doubted on the cross, on his terrible Good Friday, but in the end, Jesus showed us the way by saying, Into your hands, Father, I commend my spirit. Let us remember the moments of light. Let us remember the sweet moments, the moments when we met the Lord, the moments when he carried us in his arms, the moments when we had no doubts of faith, the moments when we were sure that God exists and that God loved us. Let us remember that enormous numbers of moments, and sometimes long times, in which it was evident that God cared for us. Those circumstances that seemed to be coincidence, but that we were sure that the small miracles or small loving details of a Father who loved us. Let us remember all that. Let us not tire the Lord. Let us not put Him to the test by telling Him, if you don't cure me, if you don't do this to me, I will stop believing in you. If we distance ourselves from God because our lack of faith, the cancer will not be cured, your son will not be resurrected, a job will not come to your way without looking for it, without wanting it. The problem will continue. But if you move away from God, if you separate yourself from His hand, you will be alone with the cancer, alone with the problems in your family, alone with yourself. Therefore, let us say to the Lord, I repeat, remembering the good. Let us say to the Lord, I trust you. You have done works. You did them, and you have done them. You do them in me enough. I trust you. Give me the strength to continue to trust in you all my life. Ease this suffering. If it is possible, may the challenge pass from me. These are words of Jesus. But may your will be done, Lord. I trust in you. Amen.